And now I'd like to introduce everyone to Sadie. Take it away, Sadie.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you, Alicia, for that introduction. Um, like Alicia said, my name is Sadie. I am one of the Career Peer Ambassadors, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. And today we will be going over how to create a career portfolio. So today on the agenda, we are going to go into a little bit about myself and my background, the learning outcomes, what goes into a portfolio, what is a portfolio, the industries that use them, who should start using portfolios as a marketing tool, the different types, and then I'm going to show one of the ways that you can use a portfolio with an online network called Portfolium, and why you should use Portfolium and how to market yourself with it. And then the resources and an opportunity drawing at the end, like Alicia said, where you can win a $20 Amazon gift card. I know that this is a lot of information that we will be going over today, so please feel free to drop a comment or question in the chat, or you can always write them down and save them for the end. And each question or comment that you ask, or every time you participate, it will be an extra entry into the opportunity drawing. So I do have a poll in the beginning that I'm going to launch. If you could just fill that out for me. And it's, have you ever created a portfolio before? I just want to get a feel for what we have today. Okay, thank you. Looks like everyone has filled it out. And it looks like 7 of you have not and 1 of you have. Okay, that's perfect. We will be going into how to build up a portfolio from scratch. So there's no need to worry. Close that down. Can you still see the poll? No? Okay, perfect. Thank you. So a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Sadie Wager. I am one of the lead career peer ambassadors. I am a San Diego Mesa alumni. I graduated last semester, fall 2020, with my associate's degree in political science. So I'm just waiting to hear back from universities right now to see where I'll end up be transferring to. The learning outcomes for today, participants will be able to pinpoint the differences between a general and a student portfolio, and participants will be able to identify at least 2 strategies to showcase their academic and professional achievements with Portfolium. And like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them in the chat at any time. All right. So what is a portfolio? A portfolio is a compilation of work samples and professional documentation. So it could be anything from your passions, what you're interested in, if you like to volunteer with certain organizations, any skills that you have picked up along the way, whether it's from past volunteer experience, your jobs, anything that you've gained from your education, qualifications. So that could be any degrees that you have been awarded. If you got your associate's degree already, if you obtained anything from high school, any qualifications that you've got in from work, promotions, anything like that. And then again, education, if you are working on an associate's degree right now, you have already been awarded your associate's degree, or even your high school experience. If you're straight out of high school and this is your first semester or you're at a community college, you can put your high school education. Any training that you have, again, whether that is from work, volunteer opportunities, or through school. So what goes into a portfolio? A portfolio can be a paper copy, it can be online. I'm just looking at a question from the chat. Does experience count if it's from a different, yes, country? Yes. So any experience that you have can go into a portfolio, whether it's from a different country, different region. It can always go into your portfolio, whether it's through you went to a university in a different country or you have other job experience in a different country. All of that is acceptable. I hope that answered your question. Perfect. So, what goes into our portfolio? Anything and everything can. Like I was saying, it could be a um, paper copy, physical copy, or it can go on online. And it usually includes a resume and or a cover letter. And if you don't have a resume or a cover letter, that's perfectly fine. I'll go into a little detail about how we can help you with that towards the end. And then diplomas and certifications and awards. So again, high school diploma, if you are working towards a certification through Mesa, a community college, or if you're working towards an associate's degree, any awards that you've gotten, whether you've been awarded at work, promotion, all of that can go in there. Any reference letters. So references usually do not go on a resume, but if you want to have people that you've worked with, past employers, bosses, people that you've worked with before, professors, and they are willing to write you a reference letter for why they feel like you are a good candidate for either that position or for that outline of like that career, that's acceptable to have in your portfolio. And then a LinkedIn account. A LinkedIn is another form of a portfolio. You put down all of your information into your LinkedIn account. You put your past job experiences, if you've had internships, volunteer work, your education. You build connections through LinkedIn. So it's a great way to put that into your portfolio so that way the person that you are giving it to can see, look at yours and say, oh, okay, they have all of this past experience, all of this work, and they have these connections. And you can always put on your LinkedIn account a link to your online portfolio if you have an online one. And your connections through there can see all of the work that you've done. And then work samples that you have created. So that could be a wide variety of different things. That could be marketing materials. If you are a marketing major, if you are working for a company where you do the marketing campaigns, you've created flyers, the logos, headers, anything that has to do with that, that can go into your portfolio. Spreadsheets or reports. So if you've put on presentations or you are the person to take all the numbers down, all the people that may have come into your company, buy from your company, and you create the spreadsheets and reports, that's great pieces to have so that if you, say, for example, want to go into a major where like math and you've calculated all the numbers, you've done all the reports, that's a perfect example. PowerPoint presentations. So what I'm doing right now, I can have this on my online portfolio to showcase that I created this PowerPoint for this presentation, how many students attended, how many students registered, and all of that information will go into my online portfolio. We have a question in the chat. Can we add an email from a professor sent to us at the end of semester commending us for hard work in this course. Yes. So a couple slides from now, I'm going to go into Portfolium and I'm going to talk about the courses and everything that you can add in there. But you can definitely add any emails. Um, yeah, it's okay if it's not a reference letter. You can always put that down under like courses that you've taken. I would just get their permission first. I would email them, ask them, is it okay if I put this in my either online portfolio account or my physical one, just to make sure that they are okay with that. But that you can definitely add that into yours, especially if that course is tying into the career field that you want to go into. I hope that answered your question. And then, so graphics. Again, if you are an art major, you want to go in, you want to be an artist, you've created things to go for your classes, or if you, again, created anything for a company you work with, project plans, if you are creating a project or you're working on projects, again, for a company, for any courses that you were taking, if it's a requirement, you can definitely add that into yours. And then evaluations and or performance appraisals. So this could be where the student asked, where they got the email from their professor saying that they did a wonderful job in this course. That can go under this section. So if you have any professors and or employers that you've worked with before and they're like, you did a wonderful job on this project in this course, such and such, I would definitely add that into it. And then published articles and writing samples and link to blogs or sample of blogs. Those two kind of tie into each other. But if, say, for example, you're a marketing major, you want, or you want to work with a newspaper company, and you have articles that have been published before, you've written certain articles on certain topics, you have your own blog, or you've published your writing samples on other people's blogs, that's something that you can always add into your portfolio. It showcases that you're very serious about your work, that you want to go into this field, that you have knowledge on that certain information and or topic. And it shows that, sorry, we have another question in the chat. Does an online business count? Do you mean like if you have like your own online business?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yes. So an online business does count. That could be separate. It does not have to like personally go under any of these bullet points. But if you do have your own online business and you are wanting to build up your connections and have more people come and look at your online business, that's definitely something that you want to showcase. You want to put in all the information and all the work that you have done for that online business. So say if you are working on your artwork, if you want to do paintings, if you want to start selling your paintings, you can create an Instagram account specifically for that. Then you can showcase your portfolio, put your portfolio link in your Instagram account, build up your network. And I'll go more into that a little bit later. And then thank you notes or emails from clients and or coworkers. Again, that can just be anything that they have sent you. Thank you for doing such a great job on the project. Thank you for the artwork that I bought from you. Again, that one ties into if you have like your online business. and you get raving reviews for what you're doing, definitely add those into your portfolio. Okay. And industries that use portfolios. So education is one that could be anywhere from tutors, teachers. If you have worked in education for, say, 10 years and you want to showcase all the work that you've done to get your degree, the classrooms that you have taught, the schools that you have taught in, artists, again. I don't know about you, but when I would think about portfolios, I mainly thought about artists and art majors and them showcasing their artwork, where they have either pictures or copies of their paintings on there. If you want to be an interior designer, you can put together the work that you've done with past clients, graphic designers. If you've worked on making graphics for different companies, or if you are an independent artist, the different clients that you have worked with before. Cake decorators, if again, if you work for a company or you are your own boss, that is your own company that you were trying to start up. Again, examples of past cakes that you have done before, clients that you have worked with, this is where the reviews could come in, any thank yous that you have gotten from past clients, architects, writers, others in visual professions. So anyone that wants to create a portfolio can create a portfolio. I definitely recommend creating one. Even if you're kind of on the fence about it and you're not sure, you can always create one, just because it's a great way to keep all of your past work history and information about you in one spot so that you can reference it at any time, and you have all of your past work with jobs, employers, internships, volunteer. If you like working with a specific company in general, all of your skills, your resume, and or cover letter, all of that is in one spot. So I definitely recommend to have one. Who should start using portfolios as a marketing tool? So people looking for a career change. If you are like, I've worked in the medical field for 10 plus years now, I want a career change. Or if you are working towards a specific career goal and then you're like, actually, this isn't for me, I want to change it up. I know it's definitely a scary thing and a scary like thought to be like, oh, I'm changing everything. How do I go about that? So you can use an online portfolio or a physical portfolio as a way to market yourself and everything that you have accomplished up until this point, and why you feel like you are a good candidate for the next job that you are going for. This is where I'll talk about starting your own business. If you want to start your own business, whether it's with artwork, I know right now with quarantine happening, I've seen a lot of people start their own like Etsy accounts, start doing those resin molds, jewelry, creating their own jewelry line. This is a great way to market yourself and put everything that you have done in the past, whether you started an Etsy account, whether you started your own website, you provide work samples to potential clients, any artwork or anything that you have sold to clients, you can put in there. If you want to go for a promotion, it's a great way to say, like, this is what I've done in the past, this is what I've accomplished, this is why I feel like I am a great candidate for that promotion. People wanting to stand out from the others, from the competition. Not a lot of people might have a portfolio. So it's another resource to use to showcase to employers and say, hey, I have this portfolio. It's great. This is everything that I have done before. And it could give you an extra boost with, say, the company that you are trying to get a job from. And it will help you with the competition in a way if they don't have all of that information in one spot. And then wanting to get ahead of the job search. So if you are like fresh out of high school, or if you are just like, I want to focus on my education right now, I'll start looking for jobs when I'm finished. It's a great way to have all of your information in one spot, like I've said, so that way when you do go and start looking for jobs, you already have all your information in one spot. Even if you don't use your portfolio as a way to market yourself for that company or that job, it's easy to just reference back, be like, okay, my resume is here. Let me just download it, send it in. Oh, I've done all of these projects for this job. Let me go and add that into my resume and or cover letter. So I would definitely recommend to have one if you are wanting to get into the job search network. And now I'm going to be going into the different types of portfolios. I know, again, we've had a lot of information up until this point, so please feel free to ask any questions. We do have a question in the chat. Should I send my portfolio to an employer if my experience isn't related to the job I am interested in? Yeah, 100%. You can send your portfolio to the employer because it can showcase that it can showcase all of what you've done up until that point. You can take the skills that you have learned or gained from other job experiences and or from your past education and relate that into your new job that you are applying for. However, I wouldn't send a portfolio off to an employer right off the bat. If you were looking, say, at like Indeed and you find a job that you want to apply for, and you're like, okay, let me send this person all this information. Go with what they are seeking from. So if they are asking for just a resume, just send your resume. Or if they want to get to know you more, you'd be like, I have my portfolio, let me send that out to you. What if I am injured but seeking a job? Great question. So it would really depend on what injury you have. So I would definitely say, like, if you are able and willing to still work, definitely go out and apply to jobs. It would also go into what kind of job are you looking for specifically. So if, say, you broke your arm, for example, but you are still wanting to get a job, whether it's in your career field or it's just a job so that you can gain experience. You're like, I just need a job at this moment. I'll do anything. And you want to apply to Target, for example. You can definitely still apply for that position. It would also depend on like what position you are going for. But like I said, if you are definitely able and willing to apply for positions, you definitely should. I do recommend that. It would just be between you and the job that you are applying for and the employer. And yes, thank you. So with DSPS students, Workability helps them get connected to job opportunities. So you could go through DSPS through Mesa. I highly recommend. Yeah. So from Alicia, very specific situations, it is recommended to create a career plan on how to navigate your conversation when seeking employment. You can always meet with a career counselor, which that information is on Mesa's website. You can always call or email them to set up an appointment. But again, without really knowing the situation that a person is in, or what type of injury, I would definitely either get in contact with DSPS or meet with a career counselor, or you can always apply to a job and then go from there and see. I hope that answered your question. So with the different types of portfolios, there are many different types. Like I have referenced before, there are online portfolios, there are physical copies of portfolios, there are general portfolios, student ones. I've also seen ones for stocks. I know stocks are a big thing right now. People are trying to get into it. So they create portfolios with all of that information on there. Today, we are going to be going over general and student portfolios. So with general portfolio, you will be identifying the skills you have gained through various experience and how they relate to the career you are interested in. So you can have a statement of originality. So that could be a paragraph stating that this is all your work, this is everything that you have done, your work philosophy, a brief description of your beliefs and about yourself. So say you are very interested in volunteer work. You like working for specific companies, volunteering for specific needs. It could be about food shelters, and that way you can say like, this is what I'm interested in, this is my beliefs, and this is what I am very passionate about. Can we get this sorry, I'm looking at the questions in the chat. Can we get this PowerPoint sent to us after this meeting today to review the slides? Yes. So after this presentation and everyone gets to ask their questions, I will be sending up a follow-up email with this PowerPoint and this recording attached to it. And then your career goals. So that could be your goals for the next couple years. What are you planning on achieving? What are you working towards? Are you working towards a specific degree? Are you working towards a specific career field? And are you wanting to change careers? Are you ready to jump back into the workforce? What are you working towards? And then your resume and your skills area. So that could be, again, skills that you have on your resume or skills that you have built from past job experience. You can put anything and everything that you feel like you are good at. I say you were good at photography. That's a skill area. If that's the type of career that you are wanting to go into, team building, creativity, communication, all of those are skills that you can add on to your portfolio. And then right here, we have a screenshot of a general portfolio from Portfolium, which I will be going into a little bit later. And they have their introduction right here. This is everything that they are interested in. This is what they've done in the past. They are passionate about traveling. They like to study abroad. They've done mission trips before. This is the skills demonstrated. And then they have their education that they have worked to up until this point, and their work experience. Next, we have a student portfolio. So a student portfolio is a compilation of your academic work and other forms of educational evidence. So that could be your academic achievements, that could be your high school diploma, that could be your associate's degree, meeting academic requirements for courses and graduation. You could put specific courses that you've taken to work towards your degree. So for example, I am a political science major. I have taken business classes before. I've taken political science courses that got me to get my degree. It helps you, the student, reflect on your past or present academic goals. So again, anything that you're working towards academic wise, are you working towards your associate's degree right now? Creating a lasting archive of your academic work and products and accomplishments. So again, it's a great way to keep all of your past information and everything that you have worked towards in one spot so that you can always reference it and or use it when you are showcasing everything that you have done in the past. And then right here, this is a screenshot of mine just to showcase it. So my education is I got an associate's degree in political science at Mesa College, and then my work experience. All right, now we're going to be talking about Portfolium. Portfolium is an online portfolio account where you can curate your achievements, projects, and competencies and use them to launch your career. So I'm gonna this. So when you are first creating a Portfolium account, it's going to show up as this on the front page. You just go to create your portfolio or log in, and it's going to ask you all of the questions for your name, email address, and then it's also going to ask you if you are at a specific college, university. You can always say no, or you can put yes. I put that I was attending San Diego Mesa College, so I pop up with San Diego Mesa College. So with Portfolium, it is a great place to market yourself, to build connections. You can put, again, your education, work experience, and all these badges right here are everything that you can add to your account. So you can do an introduction if you want to write a quick sentence or two about yourself, who you are, if you are part of any clubs and or programs that you have either created yourself or are a part of. I created a club in high school that I could always add right here. Any athletics, if you are a part of anything at your community college, or if you did anything in high school. Any publications, this is a great spot to put, again, referencing back to that other slide, if you have your own blog, if you have shared any work on any other website and or blog, any accomplishments, certifications, volunteer work, and any badges. So that could be if you have any proof of anything else that you have done, any links to any websites that you have worked on, any Pictures, downloads, you can always add them right here. So for my portfolio, I've added a couple things that I have done in the past. So I put on a presentation last semester for the workshop 2020 presentations. So I added that onto my Portfolium account, and I put the download image of where it says all the names of the people that put on their presentation, the name of what they presented. And then you can also put your skills. So anything that you feel like went into that presentation, oral communication, organization, presentation, and then I also put tags. So tags are a great way to find other people that have done work in that tag, or for people to find you. So I put education, presentation, and social media. Those three tie into what I did. And so if anyone is looking up those tags, my work will pop up, and it's a great way to build connections for people that have also done the same thing. And then I just put a little blurb here about what went into it, the dates, and what we helped the participants learn. And then you can also share this Facebook, Twitter, and your LinkedIn account, or you can copy the link to the project so that you can put it on any other website and or account that you have. And I wanted to show everyone what your account will look like to other people. So this is what mine looks like to me, just because I can edit it and everything. However, this is what it would look like to other people. It would be my name, where I've gone to school before, any past work experience that I have put down. This is what it would pop up to other people. And you can build this up however much you want or however little you want. So this person puts all of this information down. They have 83 connections. That's people that they have worked with or are currently working with. They have their traveling, study abroad, and all of the skills that they have worked on or worked through and build up. And this shows how many projects that they have put into their Portfolium account go with that one skill. So with Microsoft Word, they've done 11 different projects and or things, and use Microsoft Word as one of the skills that they have learned or accumulated working on that said project. And then one other thing that I wanted to showcase to all of you is with the Discover tab, you can discover different categories. You can either do staff picks or expert picks, but you can always go into your specific major, or if you want to just get a feel for everyone else. So if you go to culinary arts, let's go to baking. So this is what other people have put down for their Portfolium account and showcasing their projects. So this person is showcasing the cakes that they have worked on before. And then if you click on one, say this is your major or something career field that you want to get into, you can always hit connect and request to get connected with that person. And that's another way to build connections using Portfolium. So why should you use Portfolium? Like I stated, you can build connections with anybody, anyone in your major, in the career field you want to go into, or if you have classmates that have a Portfolium account, you can get connected with me on there. Any companies that you might want to work with in the future. You can expand your brand, what you are working towards, what you want to be known for. If you are starting your own company, building up your brand and showcasing everything that you have done, everything that you want to do with that company. You can add any projects. Again, projects for Portfolium can be anything. It could be anything that you've done for work. It could be anything you've done for classes, any courses you've taken, any essays you have written and got reviews on. You can personalize it to be your own. Any photos, videos, PDFs that you want to attach to it that you have worked on and or created, you can add there. And it showcases your educational, professional, and personal work. So again, courses you've taken, classes you've, or degrees, certifications that you have worked towards, professional, that could be anything that you've done in the work industry, or any personal work that you have done on the side. And how to market yourself with Portfolium. So you can build up your account, again, adding any projects, utilize your options, follow different accounts, friends, coworkers, colleges you're attending, classmates. That helps build up your account because then it brings a broader variety of other people that you can connect with. Follow your major. Like I showed in the Discover section, they had all those different majors. You can always follow it and the people that post under that specific major. You can discover the different job postings. So you can find different jobs that you may want to work for, different companies, and you can find the job postings on their Portfolium account. And any other profiles that you have. So again, if you have a LinkedIn account, I would definitely add that profile onto there. If you have your own website that you have or built up, or your own website where you sell your own designs, like I said, jewelry, art, clothing, any blog that you have and or blogs that you have posted on, anything along those lines. And these are just the resources that I have used. So please, when I send this out, if you want to learn more or read up more on it, these are here for your own tool. Career services. So like I said in the beginning, I am a career peer ambassador. So what I help students with is resume and cover letter reviews. There are 4 of us, and you can always get in contact by calling this number and or emailing and set up an appointment with one of us. And that will help you build up your resume and or cover letter or start one from scratch. And then you can always add that into your portfolio account. Same with interview preparation and job search strategies. If you are looking to change jobs or you are wanting to find a new job right now, we also help with that. And then we have a couple events and resources. So we have the Job Network, which you can find on Mesa's website. And it's another way to find jobs posted. You can add your resume, cover letter, find any internships that might be open around you. We do have the Spring 21 job fair. It is going to be virtual, and I believe it's going to be sometime in April, but I would definitely check back on Mesa's website to find more information about that. And then career peer workshops. We do have more workshops happening every Tuesday for the next couple weeks. And I'm sure we will be putting on more presentations in the future. So I would definitely, again, check back on our Mesa's website and to find out more information about those. And these are the ones that are coming up after me. So Tuesday, March 16th, dressing and networking in a virtual environment. And then Tuesday, March 23rd, virtual interviewing essentials. We do. Yes. So you can still register for the workshops that are happening after today. So you can always find this flyer on Mesa's website. And if you go under Career Center, this flyer will pop up, and then you just have to click on the link that says register here, and you'll be able to register for these workshops still. Good question. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. I really appreciate it. If you want to get in contact with me, if you have any other questions or concerns or comments after this, you can always email me. That's my email right there. You can follow us on social media at SD Mesa TCE. That's where you can always find out more information about the workshops coming up or any other workshop or event that we have. And then again, this is the phone number and email to contact the Career Center. All right, so I am going to pause my share, and I'm going to send a link in the chat to the post survey. If you all could fill that out for me, that's another way to, or another entry into the opportunity drawing.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.